YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and I'm here with another edition of the Madden 24 Coaches Corner, where I break down a full online game of Madden 24 football against a live opponent in head-to-head, and I basically show you guys all my tips, tricks, and strategies I use to win more games, so you guys can win games as well. So, I'm going up against, I've seen this guy ranked, he's been in the top like 20 or so of all Madden 24 online, basically all year. I've never played him before, but this should be a good game. It looks like he's going to run dollar on defense. I'm running the Jets playbook on offense. I also like to run the Jets playbook on defense. Defensively, you're going to see me run a lot of nickel, and I'm going to mix in some dollar. Offensively, I'm going to go back and forth between a lot of bunch strong, some bunch, mix in some other formations here and there. But I'm starting out, and I see, surprise, surprise, this guy, he's running kind of the meta dollar look, where he's trying to bring that A-gap from the left. Now, anytime you see this type of free safety zone blitz defense, you gotta pay attention to their adjustments. Now, another thing I'm noticing he's doing is he's coming out in the play double safety blitz, which basically brings both of the safeties in the box, and by doing that, he's able to then audible to other plays like the free safety zone blitz. So right there, I hit him with a cover 3 beater. I tried to. You could see I had the post running across the field for a one-play touchdown. I also had my running back blocked, and I tried to double team the end on the right of the screen so I could kind of slide in the pocket. I had the touchdown to the post because it sucked down the deep zone on the right side of the screen. I just couldn't get the ball off. It is what it is. Now, this A-gap blitz is, like I said, pretty easy to roll out from if you double team the DN you want to roll out. And as I was able to do that on flood, hit the corner out, I come back with it again. I like running my bunch to the wide side of the field, so I have more room for these corner routes to work. Now, with Bo Jackson at quarterback, I got obviously 99 speed. I got all the abilities I need. One of the ones I have on right now is Roaming Deadeye, which basically is glitched. If you're running outside the pocket, if you let go of Turbo, you're still going to throw every pass right on the money. It's a really good ability. If you are really good at blue passing, though, you don't really need it. I've gotten really good lately with the blue passing, so I might take it off so I could maybe throw on threat detector or something else, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So right there, I hit him with a C route on the sideline. Again, when he's in this cover 3 shell, the sidelines are going to be exploitable. I motioned the running back out of the backfield there, running corner strike, put him on a streak, had the C route, and was able to hit on the sideline. So we got first and goal at the 3. And this is the time where I like to go to RPOs and see if we can't get in here. It looks like he has double inside stuffs, and they absolutely just mauled me right there. And the way you can counter inside stuff is with double teams or even secure protectors. A lot of the zero AP secure protectors are now starting to come out. They are pretty expensive though, like Larry Allen, Kelsey. Those guys, I think as I'm making this video, are like 2 million coins. So honestly, that's hard for me to justify. I probably should pick at least one of them up so I can have more secure protectors for these types of situations. It kind of is what it is. So, basically, this is a very hard area to score if you can't run the ball. This guy, you can see he knows what he's doing. He's trying to take away my run, but he has very good coverage out there too, so it's hard to really, he has the back corners of the end zone covered pretty well as the flats. Those are the two areas that are pretty tender in the red zone, but he's doing a good job taking them away. I do, now you guys can see, have Bo Jackson angry runs activated. So honestly, I might just run it here and see if we can get in. I'm not sure though. I might try to go with this little screen pass. The screen pass lets you roll out immediately. And when now my quarterback Bo Jackson has trust, so that means he can't fumble. So I can get aggressive here and just try to break tackles, hurdle, spin, juke, whatever. But again, he played really good defense right there in the red zone. That wasn't, definitely wasn't my best, showing in the red zone. But I'm just going to take 3. I got ball first. Let's see what he's going to do himself. So this guy, he seems to be in the Eagles playbook. He came out of bunch offset. He's audibling to bunch strong, offset, nasty, or whatever you want to call it. And looks like we're going to have a meta player. The reason why he's coming out of bunch offset and then audibling to the bunch strong, nasty is so I'm going to have a harder time adjusting my defense, and he can quick snap me. And that formation, like you see, has a really good RPO. I'm looking at his abilities, and he actually doesn't even have Hot Route Master on Mahomes, which, maybe he must be using the X Factor. That's probably what he's doing. So My best guess is because I do see he has the X Factor lit up. It's probably just the X Factor to save himself some AP. So far I've seen the RPO and then also double post. And I need to get a little bit better pressure on him. So I saw that last play, he was able to basically block my A-gap. And by him blocking the A-gap like that, I knew he's probably double teaming, right? Double teaming is one of the most consistent ways to block this A-gap. So as soon as I saw that, I also blitzed my left of screen slot corner. You can see he came completely free, and he was either going to get sacked or basically throw a pick. So he just threw it away, but he got intentional grounding. And again, I'm looking at his, he has a lot of secure protectors. Yeah, so that's what he's doing here. Same defense, and essentially, although this time I ran a man variation, blitzing that left side corner. He had to get it away quickly, set up a 3rd and 15. Now, this game has kind of gone by fast in the first half. We got almost a 2-minute warning. So I'm kind of getting aggressive here. I'm switching to nickel on this play, and I'm going to blitz him. Either a little nickel blitz, see if he can pick it up. Pretty good pressure right there, and it looked like he went with double post. I think he tried to hit me with the wheel route, C route combo. I had a hook zone set over the middle of the field, so as soon as I saw the running back go out, I knew I was going to get pretty quick pressure, which I did, and got a pick 6. So he is going to get ball at half, and because of that, I really need to hold him to 3 or get a stop. I really don't want to give up a touchdown because he could potentially get 2 possessions in a row right here. Now, anytime you see them motion the running back over from bunch offset, they're probably running that play right there, which is the wheel route out of the backfield and basically running verticals with the running back hitting the wheel out of the backfield and then doing a little drag post combo over the middle. That was a good play by him. We'll be aware of that next time he does it. And here, I went to DB Fire. Now, the reason why I'm going to DB Fire is, again, like I've noticed this guy has been able to pick up the A-gap pretty well, which, again, leads me to believe he's using double team blocking. If you use double team blocking, the edge blitzes off the edge are going to scream in untouched. So I wanted to mix in DB Fire, and I got him on a second look. And he was able to just basically quick throw a wheel route, juke somebody, and get a huge play. So I got to be aware of the verticals quick snap. It seems like he really likes verticals quick snap when he's in bunch offset. Then when he audibles to the bunch nasty, that's when he's kind of like setting up different route combos. But in bunch offset, it seems like it's either verticals or double post every time. I haven't seen him do anything else. Got to be aware of that. So he's been killing me in the flats. And, at this point, I'm trying to get a little bit aggressive here because, I don't want him to be able to score and me have no time. Now, I'm going to basically go with DB Fire here because, again, I've gotten good pressure off the edge every time. I'm thinking about shading my coverage underneath as well to take away the quick flat and play the corner myself. And, again, basically force a throwaway or else he's going to get picked off or throw out of a sack, take a sack, get picked. Nothing good was going to happen. That was good defense. Honestly, watching my defense and the way he's playing offensively, I should just bring edge pressure every time because, again, he is really worried about the A-gap. He's setting up to block the A-gap every single play. And he finally doesn't right there. And you guys can see it came in. The only problem was I had no flat zone over there. And I tried to get over there, but he was able to, just check down, which is a good read. So now we're at the 10-yard line. And this is kind of like the same area of the field I had to settle for a field goal on my first drive. This is where it gets difficult. Down here, I like to switch to 4-3 even, and I like to mix in playing coverage and blitzing. So here, I'm going to go coverage, and normally I like to have my curl flats on my safeties and then actual hard flats on the outside corners. That takes away both the quick flat and then the corner, back corner, and the end zone. With your curl flats, you want to set them on either 15 or 20, and then have your flats on the fault so you can shade them down for hard flats. Then I can, just throw some hook zones over the middle just like this. Just so you can see these hook zones over the middle. That's going to take away the middle, the quick flat, and then also the back corner of the end zone. Now here I'm going to get on my DN, who's a lurk artist, to give myself another user over the middle. And again, he didn't really have anything there, so he's going to be forced to take his last timeout. And this is an interesting situation because he has no more timeouts. He's at the 14. I'm thinking I might want to send some pressure here because on first and second, I just played coverage. I'm thinking I want to send pressure here. Maybe I could get a sack and, prevent him from getting any points. Now, again, I'm going to get aggressive. I'm going to play with some flats and some hook zones and just blitz 6. This is going to force a quick read. I got to watch the hot read over the middle. See, I man up the slot receiver because he's in trips and I just don't want him to quick throw verticals. And, yeah, just like that. He basically had to hike throw the ball, otherwise he was going to get sacked. Mahomes honestly doesn't have a great release, which is why I don't like using him. I really never messed with him the whole year just because his release is bad, right? So, he's going to take his 3, and I'm going to be up 7 going into half. He gets ball, though. So, we definitely have a game right here. It's a one-possession game, and he's getting ball. So, again, he's killing me in the flats, man. I need to make sure I have a hard flat on the bunch side every time because he's either throwing double post or the receiver wheel route out of verticals every time. So, a hard flat would be effective to take away both of those flats. And I think that's what I might just start to play nickel a lot because if I'm in nickel, that could have been a pick. If I'm in nickel, I can make sure I just have that slot corner on the bunch side always in a hard flat so he can't throw that. All right, I'm playing the cover 4 quarters mostly, but, I will mix in a few other coverages. Like here, you can see I am in man. But I'm not actually going to blitz this time. My user is the running back as he just throws it again right out the backfield, but that's all right. Sets up a 3rd down. He's really like that hot route, running back, flat route, and just the flats in general is really the main area I've been getting beat. But again, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play a little cover 3 cloud type coverage on this 3rd and 4. Try to take away these flats, and my user job will be potentially just the middle of the field or a corner route. Just as you see the corner route. Give me that. Let's go. Perfect defense. Can we crib that? Perfect defense. So I shaded down out of cover 3 cloud, had both of the quick flats taken away. He went with a double corner concept. I guarded the tight end corner route. Screamed at him, sack, fumble, touchdown. So that was great defense to put me up 2 scores, and this is basically a must score for him. As he finally, he switched up his route combo a little bit. He had a flat with a dig route. Flat with a post, and then the little whip return type, the whip route back to the flat that goes over the middle, then to the flat. So now we're in this little trips week where it's 4 guys on one side. Commonly, they like the RPO from this formation, have a hard flat over there. He doesn't do it. Also shifting the D-line that way, so it wouldn't really have been a good play call anyways. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, he's flipping. He's flipping right here. We're going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to I need to so when they flip, sometimes the nickel back the flat will run across the field. Need to change that up. I need to really man him up to the tight end or put him in a hook zone right here. This is big 3rd down. He's doing a lot of hot routes. I don't think he's running as we get great pressure, but again, I didn't get my last adjustment in. I needed to have the slot corner in a hook zone. I got pretty aggressive right there by putting the outside corner in a flat. Again, I just didn't want to give up the flat because I feel like that's been beating me all game. So, I'm going to switch it back to dollar. The nickel definitely was giving him problems, but I just like to change it up a little bit so he just can't get comfortable with all my different adjustments that I'm doing. But again, every time I'm in this dollar defense, he has a flat route. Now, I could drop my safety in a flat, or I could play cover 2 over there, like DB Fire's done a pretty good job, which is what I'm going to switch to right here. Let's see if I can get some quick pressure off the edge. Every time I ran DB Fire, I basically had good success. I should honestly be using it more. He goes verticals. He just chucks it into the flat. Great defense. We were on that. Seems like honestly, if I take away the flats, he's gonna have problems moving the ball from what I can tell. All right, I'm just gonna play a hard flat on the running back side. I think this down because literally that's the only thing I feel like is beating me. And yeah, great defense right there. He couldn't go to the running back. He went curl for flat right there with the deep corner. But I was in cover 3, so he didn't even have a streak really to pull the corner off it. Was able to get a stop, or I'm sorry, get a throw out a sack animation. Now here I think I want to man the running back up. And the reason why I want to do this is so if he does try to throw him to the flat, I'll just, he'll just be manned. Shouldn't get open, and I'll just watch the middle. Oh, jump that whip route. Woohoo! How is that not a pick? Literally had a hard flat right there, and I was using it. It was bracketed, and he's still threw it. There's a blind read. Unfortunately, we just didn't get rewarded right there. That's kind of wild. That is kind of wild. All right. So here, once again, same thing, really. I'm going to man the running back up. And yeah, see again, he just threw it to the flat. He threw it to the flat, manned up. Honestly, I'm surprised he did that, but I guess because he had angry runs, he just hoped he'd break the tackle, which he did to get the first down. This is a struggle drive. I mean, he's been struggling the whole game, to be quite honest. This is I'm putting on a defensive clinic right now. This nickel I'm running, people really don't have experience playing against, and you can see he is struggling. The good thing about it is it's a 5-man blitz by default, so I can contain out of it. So I can get A gap and then a little bit of edge contain. So you can see there, the DNs, they were hollering off that edge. Whew, all right, we got trips again, but the trips weak again. This is a big RPO formation. I feel like he's either tried RPOs or corner routes. It would be my best guess. So we're going to look for that. Oh, yeah, there's nothing open. Screamer. Good D. So 3rd and 21. Keep in mind, a field goal really does him nothing right here. So I'm going to get aggressive, blitz 5 out of dollar out of man. Oh, yeah, great D. Come on. That was great D. I think I'm going to just run the same defense again. If he comes out in trips, yeah. So I think actually, should we go? Yeah, I think we should just go right back to dollar. He's coming out the same thing. If I send 5, he shouldn't have any time. And I kind of like the exact defense I played last time. All I need to do is watch the middle, send 5, and I should get some really good pressure. I'm going to put the corner I backed off in a zone drop purple, so if he tries to throw a corner out to his tight end, that should not be open. That will leave the running back unguarded, so if he goes out, I got to watch him. And yeah, perfect defense. Literally perfect defense. Couldn't have got any better than that. So I'm up 2 scores with ball in the 4th. Honestly, any points here, and the game is, officially dead. I guess he still technically has a chance if he can hold me. Now, one thing about dollar is it, honestly gets killed by the run if you don't pinch your line. A lot of times he's not pinching his line, and yeah, if you don't pinch your line out of dollar, you're going to have problems against RPOs, against bases, against pretty much everything. So, if I don't see his line pinched, I want to force him to do that. And, here, we're just going to take off. I have trust with Bo Jackson so he can't fumble. I could get crazy there, Jurtle, whatever. But, I mean, honestly, no need. No need, really. If I can just continue to take time, move the ball. I'm already in field goal range. I just, nothing stupid right here. And I should be able to put it into this one. You see him on the outside corner, it looks like. I mean, I have Identifier. I think Identifier is a must ability right now. There, you can get guys that have it for 0 AP. So, of course, why wouldn't you? Because, a lot of people, they'll play creepy. If you don't have Identifier, you might see someone on a corner, on their D end, if they have lurk artists, it's at D end, on their linebackers, on their safety. Look, he's been on a lot of different players. But, because I have Identifier, I can pick up on all that. And, if you don't have Identifier, you might get caught, calling a certain play. Then they're on a random guy. You might panic, make a bad decision, turnover. So Identifier is a huge ability right now. For sure. I got to beef up my O-line, like I said. I need some more secure protectors, and I probably need to take roaming Deadeye off Bo Jackson so I can get threat detector as well. Threat detector basically shows you blitzers on 3rd and 4th down, which if you know who their user is and who they're blitzing on this year's game, I find it very hard to believe you could get stopped, right? Because you basically know everything you need to know. As we walk into the end zone, touchdown, man. He's out of here. GG's. I'm out.